Hey, welcome back. Well, if you are just joining us, you're looking at Reid and Ellyn Malone, the new happy married couple. They're the talk of the town lately because they recently got married during halftime of the Dallas Mavericks NBA game. And Reid actually proposed in 2021 at the Mavs game, so they couldn't think of a better way to get married than at the place that it all happened. But the great thing about it is they're here with us this morning to tell us a little bit about how all of this went down. So guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
We have all the questions. So one, you were kind of giving us a background, but Mavs fans, why and how did you end up proposing there?
Yeah, so I grew up right outside of Dallas, a place called Irving, and my whole family is huge Mavs fans, have been since I can remember. And when I heard Ellyn talking about how nice it would be to get engaged in front of thousands and thousands of people, she didn't say where. But my family's had Mavs season tickets for a long time, so we reached out to their ticket rep, and her ticket rep got us in touch with the director of game day operations. He was like, "Oh my gosh, let's do this thing." So we got engaged on court at a Mavs game. You saw a little bit of it in the clip, and after that, we thought it was done and over with, and we rented a wedding venue, got everything paid for. And that's non-refundable, even though a few months later, the Mavs reached back out and was like, "Hey, why don't we do this full circle? Why don't you get engaged at a Mavs game?" It's never been done during a game. It's been done at a Warriors game hours before the game, nobody in the arena, but never with 20,000 people in the arena. And I thought she was gonna say no. I called her up and was like, "Hey, I know we've got it booked, but the Mavs would like us to have our wedding at a game. What do you think?" She was like, "Does that mean we get to get married twice?"
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
we gotta do it.
So
We gotta do it.
You don't say no to Mark Cuban and the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, for sure. So can you kind of just walk us through what the experience was like? You were saying they gave y'all some awesome things. There were some awesome opportunities throughout it. It wasn't just you walked on the court, got married, and left. Like, they took care of you the whole way through.
Yes, they planned us a reception in the suite. We had friends and family there. We had local people reach out, and I loaned my dress, and they paid for our tux and like everything. It was incredible. Like, we literally, they said, "Just let us be your planners," and we had to be very like hands off. Because you think about it, they do halftime shows every week. So 30 days out, we're panicking. And they're like, "Don't worry, we have 2 more weeks." And we're like, we know nothing. All we know is we have 7 minutes to get it out and back up.
Oh my goodness. And these are some of the things they gave y'all. They gave y'all some custom jerseys that said Mr. and Mrs., but you've got the Mavs earrings. They gave y'all the champagne bottle signs. And here's a sign right
we
here.
got
How
this
cool is
right
this? You
here.
can have this forever. American Airlines Center. But my question is, just looking back at those videos, like, how does it feel now? And then what was it like to dance in front of that many people in the dip? You nailed the dip on the kiss.
The
but
dip is impressive.
It was impressive. But
Thousands
just
of people to
thousands.
do that. That's brave. That's brave.
Thousands. But like, what were the emotions like while you're there? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Like, did you feel like you were an athlete? What did it feel like?
Well, when we first walked out, I mean, as soon as I was shaking walking out, and then when I got there, I saw him, I calmed down. But when he said "I do," the audience, I mean, 23,000 people go, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And that's when you kind of just realize, oh my gosh, there are 23,000 people watching me right now. That's insane. But
Yeah.
we made up the dance in our living room. We practiced it, what, like 4 times?
That's about it.
In 30 seconds. And
But y'all nailed it.
It went perfectly, yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
had no
awesome.
idea what the dip and/or the spin would be like with her dress. And because that's the first time I saw her in it, and when I saw her in it, you can actually see me in the video say, "Are we still going to do the dip? Can we still do the spin?" And you can see her kind of laugh and give me a nod, and it worked out. And the intention was to do another spin when I was lifting her. But as I was lifting her, I kind of got caught up in her dress, and I started panicking, thinking, I'm about to trip and fall with her in my arms.
You
in front of
pulled it off.
20,000
It looked
people.
great.
You just
It
fell
looked
for her
great.
again, right?
That's right.
Okay, but the question is, how long was all this total? Because halftime's not very long. So how quick did y'all knock this out? And then did y'all get ready in the locker room before, like get hyped up back there?
Yep, we each had our own little like dressing room they made for us, and we had 7 minutes. That was including
Wow.
everybody getting off.
7-minute
so-
wedding. That is the way to do
That
it.
is a wedding right there.
Right, it felt like 2 minutes, but
Don't
like,
get any ideas, Steven.
Well,
You have
yeah.
a venue booked.
yep, they all walked us out, and then I was the only one that actually walked to music because everybody else had to get in places and get ready to go.
Wow, that is awesome. Well,
Yeah.
y'all will have the coolest story for forever, and your kids will have the coolest parents.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for
Thank you,
joining us this
guys.
morning. It's
you
been
for
a
having
blast
us.
hearing y'all's story. And you can check more out about their story on our website, which is 5newsonline.com.